Maybe you wanted a relationship. You wanted a wife. You wanted a man. You wanted a husband. And it's not working. Maybe you've tried and it's not working. Please, what do you think is not happening? How do you want to finish the year strong? Do you want to change your strategies? Do you want to change your tactics? This is my message for you. I want you to accept yourself wherever you are. If your job has been lost, accept it. If you've gone through loss and grief, accept it. Why? Because we have started the journey of self-acceptance. And so once you accept that this is what is happening, you will be able to finish the year strong. Hello, people of purpose. It's yet another time that I would like to welcome you as we look at what we have lined in for you. My name is Wanjeri, a clinical psychologist, marriage and family therapist, personal growth coach, and children and adolescents psychologist. What a good way to welcome you in here, because I have lined up for you things that are going to help you as you finish strong. Can you imagine? The year is coming to an end. How did you start? How is it ending? What have you done? What was your vision board? What have you achieved since January to date? And today, I want to give you a few nuggets that will enable you to finish strong. And the first one is, I want you to accept where you are. Have you been on denial because you've been chasing things and they are not going your way? Maybe you had wanted to construct a house for yourself. Maybe you wanted a relationship. You wanted a wife. You wanted a man. You wanted a husband. And it's not working. Maybe you've tried and it's not working. Please, what do you think is not happening? How do you want to finish the year strong? Do you want to change your strategies? Do you want to change your tactics? This is my message for you. I want you to accept yourself wherever you are. Why? We live in the world of a lot of regrets, a lot of self-blame. Today, I bring to you good news. Please, people of purpose, accept where you are. If your job has been lost, accept it. If you've gone through loss and grief, accept it. Why? Because we have started the journey of self-acceptance. And so once you accept that this is what is happening, you will be able to finish the year strong. Can you believe that? Because we're talking about finishing strong. We are not finishing weak. We are finishing strong. And so as I continue, I would like to pose a question to you and ask you, what had you planned for during the beginning of the year? Where are you today? Would you like to do yourself a scan? I want to give you permission today. Can you list 5 things where you are? 5 right now that you have been able to achieve. What have you achieved? Have you bought a piece of land somewhere? Have you saved some money somewhere? Did you travel sometimes or somewhere during the year? I mean, what is this that you achieved this year? Because we are talking about finishing strong. Once you identify the 5 things, I would also like to give you another nugget. Would you like to practice gratitude? Gratitude. Once you do gratitude into your life, you start seeing life in another perspective. For example, look at yourself today. You took yourself to work. You have a family, or you're still looking for one. You look stable, and also you look good. You look handsome. You look beautiful. You know what? Sometimes you've not taken time to pause and look at yourself. And I want to welcome you. I want to open something so interesting to you. Please go to the mirror. Look for a mirror somewhere in your house. Look at yourself and pat yourself at the back. How better can you finish strong once you identify the things that you've been able to achieve, and also saying thank you to yourself because you've been able to achieve them. Just imagine, are you there? Maybe you're sick and you got healed. Maybe you underwent a lot of debt and now you're debt free. Maybe you used to gamble and now you have gone and healed from addiction. Maybe you were an alcoholic and you have changed your ways. And maybe you used to take 7, 5, now you're taking 1, and you're in the road of even not taking. Can you imagine? You need to say thank you to yourself. That is why we are saying, look at yourself in the mirror and see the person who is in it and tell that person kudos. Please, today I'm here to put some brakes. Some brakes. You have been running so fast. You have been running the whole year. And now the finishing line is almost coming when the year is ending. Would you like to tell yourself thank you? Would you like to buy for yourself something? Let me say this. Who do you want to buy for yourself something? Who is that? Okay, you've told me. Can you start with you first? Because I've always talked about here, mental wellness is all about yourself. And it is not about selfishness. It is putting yourself before any other person. It is appreciating who you are. If you're an engineer, well and good. If you're a driver, perfect. If you're a psychologist like myself, good enough. If you, anywhere, any sphere in your life, you need to acknowledge and accept, this is who I am. And by the way, I want to pose a question again to you and ask you, who is your mentor? Who are you finishing strong with? Would you like to give them a call and ask them, how are you doing? Can I see you next Saturday? So that you finish strong with your mentor. Maybe it is your therapist. Would you to call them and tell them, hey, can I see you? I want to finish the year strong for myself. What about that? And so this is a challenge to you. Look out for your mentors. Look out for that person that you know gives you something for you, fuels you, for you to move to the next level. And so, yes, we've talked about all that. How can I forget to tell you to consider mindfulness? When is the last time you took time off? Of course, I normally take my time off mostly on Wednesdays. I want to enjoy life on Wednesdays. I want to relax on Wednesdays. I want to walk and exercise. I want to feel good. If I need to buy myself something like an ice cream, if I want to eat a good meal, that is on Wednesday. What is that day that you have identified for yourself? Or is it work, work, work until you do not know whether today is Wednesday or Friday? Can you see that? I have fallen that. Most of the time, I've been to burnout. And maybe you are there. Please, I'm looking out for you. Pause. Mindfulness. Focus. Look at yourself. Tell yourself, it's time for me to consider myself first. Mindfulness. Would you like to write down the achievements that you've done this year? Please, jot them down. Look. Oh, you mean I have achieved all this? That is when you feel good about yourself. What have you achieved lately? Let me ask you, what is this that you have that has made you feel so good? Do you want to write? Do you want to do the mindfulness? Do you want to do gratitude? Do you want to journal? Journal these things. Why? They are going to help you. And by the way, if the year was not good, this is a message to you again. You can dream again, you know. Dreamers are living. Dreamers are alive. Dream, dream, dream. Maybe it is that business that you set. Maybe it is that relationship. Maybe it is that work. Maybe even it is your health. Please, dream again. There is always a second chance. Become a dreamer for you to prospect. Another one is, be a risk taker. Be a risk taker. Why am I saying this? You cannot succeed if you don't risk. So put yourself there. Put yourself there. Fear is the enemy of success. So I'm putting this before you today and pausing and telling you, please put fear at the back. Look forward. I've always talked about you looking forward. And this goes even into personal growth. If you want to do something next year, would you like to write down what you want for the next year? We are finishing strong, but again, we are saying, what is it for us in 2026? If you're there, you have been able to grasp this, make use of this, write down, answer those questions, start journaling, start meditation, start exercises, start mindfulness. And when I meet you, when we meet somewhere, I will not believe what happened, because you'll have changed what you are to somebody else who is having positivity in their life. And that and much, I have nothing else to say except to tell you thank you so much for being my good audience. And I'm so grateful for taking time to watch this show. How about that? May you have a very, very lovely time, and let's meet next time.